In this video, I'm gonna unbox and install this under $40 portable wireless car stereo. The key features: wireless CarPlay, Android, and since this is a portable screen, we'll have to put it in the dash. This Sequoia 2005 already has a double deck. You can either just put it onto that or mount it above, so we'll see. It would be nice not to try and tap into that. It's an older unit, so my end goal is to do a little mount, probably right here near the license plate. Have it kind of run down here, since in there is plastic, and just screw it into there. So I'll show you what's in the kit. Alright, let's see what we get for under $40. Here's the screen itself. It's a 7-inch, which is perfect for this older car. Something cheap, basically just to do Apple CarPlay and stuff. Here's the mount. Here's the window section or dash. And there's the camera. A lot of the backup cameras are around $30, decent ones. So I thought I'd spend an extra few bucks to get the whole screen. Here's the power supply. I guess there's some audio input. And routing it should be pretty easy. There's a little shroud there that connects the main part of the car to the tailgate. So basically we'll go to the front, from the front window area down this way. We'll tap into some wires right here, and we'll feed it up into there, kind of around here, and this is where the license plate lights and everything will be tapped in. So I think I'll just use this mount. Comes with a double side sticky, and just kind of mount it like this.
What are you doing?
So it'll be floating a little, and you can kind of angle it towards the passenger, the rear, or myself.
Daddy?
And we'll run the wires down here.
What?
Down by the foot sill, down in the rear passenger foot sill, and run it all the way to the back. It's pretty easy. I'll show you. First off, we're using some zip ties or some duct tape to kind of just make it look clean above the dash. A little test light to make sure in the back we're using a reverse light wire. Some trim piece removal. Basic electric drill to kind of remove the sills. And that's pretty much it. Some electrical tape and some butt connectors, some wire strippers so we can wire everything up in the backup camera. Let's get started. So we're just gonna have a little slack and we'll wire it kind of towards there near the OBD connector around the edge, and we'll feed it under here, and we'll head to the passenger in the back. Once I get put a little slack in it, and then you see the zip ties just kind of following the wiring on the side there, and we'll feed it under here. It's currently right here right now, and then Phillips. Back passenger. These cells are actually, yep, I'll just feed it under here. You might not even need to take them off, just kind of feed it under. The setup real quick before I put the rear view camera on. Pretty responsive for 30 bucks. And I just put it into a USB-C. There's also this mount I could have done here. The only problem with this setup, there's no volume control, so I'm just gonna use the bottom controls down here. And that's pretty much it. And we'll install the rear view camera, and then I'll show you how that works. Here's a cord that came with it. Don't need that. I'm gonna remove the trim pieces so you get access to this panel. These are all 10mm bolts. Go around. Here's the trim pieces. Just use a little plastic trim removal. And there'll be a 10mm bolt that goes into there. It's for your handle. It'll be like that. And just unscrew that 10mm bolt and you'll be ready. So we'll try and get behind the license plate light, which is right around here. So just tap a little hole and we'll get the wire fed through. Now you got all the wires here. Make sure you have a long enough cable. This is the 4-pin, which is pretty typical for most backup cameras. I can put a link in the description below. 32.8 feet is usually the longest it comes in. So if you have a dash cam kit that does not have 32 feet of wire, you might need it for especially these 3-row SUVs, trucks. So just loosen these guys so we can kind of feed it up here, up to the wire loom. Feeding the wire here. Just remove some of these clips. And then you can see some, you can follow these wires up there. Here, feed it through there. And just follow this. And feed it through that grommet. That's pretty much it. There's a little light right there. And you can see this corner black is the reverse. You see someone try to tap it here before. I just tested it. I put in my red trigger wire, connected to my camera. And make sure it works. The camera, but it's not in reverse. It turns off. That's it.
That would change, 'cause I wasn't there. So I'm desperate. You're keeping me here. Let me say to
Reverse.